new live-action remake of the very first Walt Disney feature-length animated classic is now in production and scheduled for release in 2023 to celebrate the original movie's 85th anniversary. Filming has begun, but already the movie is shrouded in controversy as well as movie set disasters. Hello, I'm Disney Dave, and welcome to my channel. Here you can find things all Disney and Walt Disney World. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to click the bell icon to be notified when new content is uploaded. Following the recent trend of Disney's live-action adaptations, Cinderella, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast and The Lion King, a live-action remake of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is coming to our screens very soon. West Side Story's Rachel Zegler is set to star as the princess in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, alongside Wonder Woman's Gal Gadot in the role of her stepmother, the Evil Queen. Marc Webb, whose previously directed movies include The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and 500 Days of Summer, is set to direct a remake of Disney's very first animated movie. Webb, who recently told Deadline, "Rachel's extraordinary vocal abilities are just the beginning of her gifts. Her strength, intelligence and optimism will become an integral part of rediscovering the joy in this classic Disney fairy tale." The movie's script will be written by Erin Cressida Wilson. Other script credits include the 2006 movie Girl on a Train and the 2004 movie Men, Women and Children. Mark Platt will be producing. His other Disney movie credits include Mary Poppins Returns, Aladdin, Cruella and The Little Mermaid, as well as producing the 2016 Oscar-nominated La La Land and 2021's Dear Evan Hansen. We can also look forward to all new original songs that have been written especially for the movie. This task has gone to Benj Parsec and Justin Paul. Other recent songwriting credits from this duo include the 2016's La La Land, 2017's The Greatest Showman, and the award-winning Broadway musical Dear Evan Hansen. Zegler, who beat more than 30,000 actresses for the role of Maria in Steven Spielberg's new West Side Story remake when she was just 17, is the first Colombian-Polish actress to play a Disney princess. She will now join the growing list of actresses who have tackled the Snow White role, including Lily Collins in Mirror Mirror, Sarah Pattison in Snow White, and Ginnifer Goodwin in Once Upon a Time. Zegler shared her excitement on Twitter following her Snow White role announcement. Wonder Woman actress Gal Gadot is set to play the villain in the upcoming live-action remake. This will be her second role in a Disney movie. Her first was supplying the voice of Shank in Ralph Breaks the Internet. Andrew Burnap will play the male lead, but he will not take the part of the prince nor the huntsman, but rather will sing and star in a new male character created for the movie. Aside from the main roles, no other cast members have been announced, including who will be playing the Seven Dwarfs. Will the Snow White plot change? Walt Disney's original Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was based on the Brothers Grimm fairy tale and was the first feature-length animation released by the studio. Insiders on the new live-action remake claim this version will expand the original storyline. Zegler recently spoke about her new role as Snow White and said that her outing as a Disney princess will also see the character act heroic, teasing a more active and less damsel in distress. She also revealed she's having a magical time making a movie in London. Disney are also replacing the 7 dwarfs with other magical creatures. Something that likely would have not come out so early in the production if not for the criticism of the studio faced from a high-profile actor with dwarfism. Also, Snow White often comes under fire when people discuss consent. She's kissed while asleep by a prince, so we anticipate some changes around that. We'll have to wait and see what that looks like. The 7 dwarfs replaced with magical creatures. Following criticism by Peter Dinklage about the movie's potential repeating the outdated deception of dwarfs as in the source material, Disney announced on January the 25th, 2022 that they would be approaching those characters differently, and that they would also be consulting with members of the dwarfism community. According to the Wrap's Drew Taylor, Disney's live-action adaptation of Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, simply Snow White, will see the absence of the 7 dwarfs. Instead, the movie will replace the dwarfs with what has been described as magical creatures. Disney are currently looking for voice actors to give these creatures personality. It is unknown if these magical creatures will don the same names as the dwarfs, but they are expected to have just as much impact on this new retelling. This update came just one day after Peter Dinklage's harsh comments on the upcoming remake, calling it, "You're progressive in one way, but then you're still making it a backwards story about 7 dwarfs living in a cave together. What the are you doing, man?" But also, dwarf actors have continued to criticise Peter Dinklage for labelling Disney's Snow White remake as backwards, as they suggest he is taking away dream roles for little people. Dylan Postle, who played Hornswoggle the Leprechaun in the WWE for 10 years and also acted in The Muppets, appeared on ITV's This Morning via a video link to discuss Dinklage's recent complaints.
I would love to. Hell, I would be a stunt double for one of the dwarves. Like, this is a role made for me and our community for the first time ever. I can't be Superman or Spider-Man or Captain America. I can be one of the 7 dwarves. As a dwarf actor, a part of the dwarf community, this is made for me finally. That never happens.
Fire on the Snow White set. This is a terrifying moment a fire broke out at Pinewood Studios during filming of Snow White. Shocking video footage shows huge flames blazing through the inside of the set beside a thatched cottage at the David Attenborough stage in Slough, Berkshire. The clip shows parts of the set crashing from the ceiling in a ball of flames before a thatched cottage belonging to the 7 dwarfs caught fire. In the video, a worker is heard saying, "A tree caught on fire, I don't know how." Are you excited for this upcoming Disney remake? And how will it be to see Disney's first animated feature retold in live action? Make sure you share your thoughts and opinions. Comment below, subscribe, and don't forget to check out my channel for more Disney movie and theme park content. Until next time, this is Disney Dave saying goodbye.